Have you ever wondered what makes nature truly terrifying? It's not always the lions, the tigers, or the sharks that everyone talks about. Sometimes, the deadliest creatures are the ones you never see coming. They hide in plain sight, blending into flowers, rocks, trees, and even the ocean floor, waiting silently for the perfect moment to strike. In this video, we're diving deep into the top 10 invisible killers in the animal kingdom. Masters of camouflage and stealth that prove the most dangerous predator isn't always the biggest or the fastest. It's the one you don't notice until it's too late. From a flower that lures its victims into a fatal trap, to a rock on the seafloor that carries one of the most venomous stings in the world, you'll discover the shocking strategies these animals use to survive. And trust me, the #1 invisible killer will leave you stunned. So stay with me until the end, because you don't want to miss who takes the crown as nature's most perfect hidden assassin. And before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Animal Ranking Hub, where we explore the wildest, weirdest, and most dangerous creatures on our planet. Top 10, orchid mantis, the deadly flower. At first glance, the orchid mantis looks like nothing more than a delicate pink and white blossom swaying gently in the breeze. But don't be fooled, this flower is actually one of the most efficient predators in the insect world. Perched motionless, its body perfectly mimics the shape and color of orchid petals. Butterflies, bees, and other pollinators, drawn by what they think is a harmless flower, land right on top of it. In a split second, the mantis strikes with lightning-fast claws, snatching its victim before it has any chance of escape. What makes the orchid mantis so fascinating is that it doesn't just hide, it deceives. Its camouflage isn't about avoiding predators, it's about luring prey. This clever twist of nature makes it a true assassin in disguise. While its size may seem small compared to other predators on this list, its hunting strategy proves that deadly power isn't always about strength. Sometimes, survival belongs to the one who can wait patiently and strike unseen. The orchid mantis is nature's reminder that beauty can be deadly, and in the wild, appearances can be fatally deceiving. Top 9, wolf spider, the silent stalker. If you've ever walked across a sandy trail or a dusty patch of soil, chances are you were closer to a wolf spider than you realized. Unlike most spiders that spin webs to trap their prey, the wolf spider is a patient hunter that relies on stealth, speed, and surprise. These spiders bury themselves in the ground or blend perfectly into their surroundings. To an unsuspecting insect, the area looks safe, just a patch of dirt or a pile of leaves. But hidden beneath the surface is a predator with razor-sharp reflexes. When the moment is right, the wolf spider bursts out of hiding with explosive speed, tackling its prey like a miniature wolf. That's where it gets its name, not from hunting in packs, but from the ruthless way it stalks and pounces on its victims. Wolf spiders may not carry deadly venom for humans, but for crickets, beetles, and other small creatures, they are the stuff of nightmares. They prove that even the ground beneath your feet can hide a silent killer, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Top 8, green pit viper, the emerald ambusher. In the dense greenery of tropical forests, the green pit viper is almost impossible to spot. With scales the exact shade of fresh leaves, it drapes itself across branches, waiting in absolute stillness. To the casual eye, it's just another vine blending into the foliage, but in reality, it's a venomous predator poised to strike. Unlike larger snakes that rely on brute strength, the green pit viper plays a game of patience. Its heat-sensing pits allow it to detect the slightest movement of warm-blooded prey, like birds, frogs, or small mammals passing nearby. The moment one gets too close, the viper lashes out with lightning speed, delivering a venomous bite that can paralyze in seconds. For humans wandering into its territory, the green pit viper can be a hidden danger. Its venom causes intense pain, swelling, and tissue damage, and if untreated, can even be fatal. What makes it so terrifying is not just its bite, but the fact that you may never see it until it's already too late. The green pit viper is proof that in the jungle, the deadliest predators are often the ones hiding in plain sight. Top 7, snowy owl, the silent hunter of the Arctic. In the frozen wilderness of the Arctic tundra, silence is everything. For the snowy owl, that silence is its greatest weapon. With dazzling white feathers that blend seamlessly into the snow, this majestic bird becomes nearly invisible against the icy landscape, Perched quietly on a ridge or gliding low across the tundra, the snowy owl waits for the perfect moment. Its prey, lemmings, rabbits, or unsuspecting birds, have no idea they are being watched. And when the owl strikes, it does so without a sound. Specialized wing feathers allow it to fly almost noiselessly, making the attack as sudden as it is deadly. What makes the snowy owl remarkable is its combination of beauty and lethality. To humans, it may appear as a symbol of elegance and mystery, but to its prey, it is a ghostly assassin that can appear out of nowhere, snatch life away in an instant, and vanish back into the snow. In the harsh Arctic, where survival is a constant battle, the snowy owl proves that silence and invisibility can be just as powerful as brute force. Top 6. Leopard, the phantom of the jungle. In the dappled shadows of the jungle, the leopard is almost impossible to detect. Its golden coat, marked with dark rosettes, melts perfectly into the shifting light of the forest floor. To the untrained eye, it's just another patch of shadow, until it moves. Unlike lions that roar or cheetahs that chase in the open, the leopard is a solitary stalker. It creeps silently through dense brush, its paws padded for stealth, its muscles coiled like a spring. For an unsuspecting antelope or monkey, there is no warning. In a heartbeat, the leopard explodes into action, sinking its powerful jaws into the neck of its prey. What makes the leopard especially terrifying is its versatility. It hunts by night or day, climbs trees with ease, and even drags heavy carcasses high into the branches to keep them safe from scavengers. Every part of its behavior is designed for stealth, patience, and precision. In the kingdom of cats, the leopard may not be the biggest, but it is without question the ghostliest. To walk through its jungle is to walk through a world where the deadliest predator might be watching you, and you would never know. Top 5. Wobbegong shark, the living carpet of the ocean. At the bottom of the ocean, where coral reefs and rocks create a maze of colors and textures, lies a predator so well disguised it's nearly invisible. The wobbegong shark, often called the carpet shark, looks less like a hunter and more like a piece of the seafloor itself. Its mottled patterns and fringed skin blend so perfectly with the reef that even experienced divers can swim right past without noticing. But for small fish or crustaceans, that mistake can be fatal. The wobbegong is a master of ambush. It waits patiently, completely still, until an unsuspecting victim swims too close. Then in a flash, its enormous mouth snaps open, swallowing prey whole before they even realize the danger. What makes the wobbegong fascinating is that it doesn't chase, it doesn't roar. It simply disappears into its environment and lets its victims come to it. A true predator of patience, it turns invisibility into the ultimate hunting strategy. For the ocean's smaller creatures, the wobbegong is the monster under the bed, silent, hidden, and ready to strike when least expected. Top 4. Blue-ringed octopus, the tiny assassin with a deadly secret. At first sight, the blue-ringed octopus looks almost harmless, just a small creature, barely the size of a golf ball, drifting across the shallow tide pools. But hidden inside this delicate frame is one of the most dangerous venoms in the ocean. Its true power lies in deception. Normally, the octopus's skin blends perfectly with rocks and sand, making it nearly invisible to predators and prey alike. But when threatened, it reveals its secret, glowing blue rings that pulse like neon warning signs. By the time those rings appear, it's usually too late. The blue-ringed octopus carries a neurotoxin powerful enough to kill dozens of humans within minutes. For its prey, tiny crabs, shrimp, or small fish, a single bite means instant paralysis. It doesn't need size or strength. Invisibility and poison do the work for it. What makes this creature so chilling is the contrast. It's beautiful, almost mesmerizing to watch, yet deadly beyond imagination. In the silent tide pools where children play and shells glisten in the sun, this tiny assassin can hide in plain sight, proving that in nature, danger often comes in the smallest package. Top 3. Nile crocodile, death beneath the surface. On the murky banks of African rivers, danger lurks just below the waterline. The Nile crocodile is a predator that has perfected the art of patience. With only its eyes and nostrils breaking the surface, it can remain almost completely invisible for hours, waiting for the perfect moment. To zebras, antelopes, or even unsuspecting humans coming to drink, the river seems calm. But in reality, a reptilian assassin is watching. When the opportunity arrives, the crocodile explodes from the water with terrifying force. Its massive jaws clamp down with the strongest bite in the animal kingdom, powerful enough to crush bone in an instant. What makes the Nile crocodile especially deadly is its ambush style. It doesn't chase. It doesn't waste energy. Instead, it lets its prey come to it, striking with a precision that has been honed over millions of years of evolution. For creatures living near Africa's rivers, survival depends on recognizing the calm surface for what it really is: a trap. The Nile crocodile is nature's reminder that sometimes the deadliest killers are the ones lying perfectly still. Top 2. Stonefish, the rock that can kill. At the bottom of tropical seas, there lies a predator so perfectly disguised that even the most careful swimmer can step right on it without noticing. The stonefish looks exactly like a lump of coral or a jagged rock, motionless, dull-colored, and completely unremarkable. But beneath this disguise hides one of the deadliest animals in the ocean. The stonefish is armed with venomous spines along its back, capable of delivering a sting so powerful it can cause excruciating pain, paralysis, and even death in humans. Unlike predators that chase or pounce, the stonefish doesn't need to move. It waits, invisible against the seafloor, until a small fish swims too close. Then, in a flash, it strikes with a vacuum-like gulp, swallowing its prey whole. What makes the stonefish terrifying is that it's dangerous not only to its prey, but also to people. Divers, fishermen, and beachgoers can accidentally step on it, turning an innocent day in the ocean into a life-threatening encounter. The stonefish proves that in nature, the most harmless-looking object could be the deadliest. It is the ocean's silent killer. Hidden, patient, and lethally efficient. Top 1. Stonefish, the invisible king of killers. Among all the hidden assassins of the natural world, one creature stands above the rest: the stonefish. More than just a deadly predator, it is the ultimate master of invisibility and lethality combined. Its camouflage is flawless. To the eye, it's nothing more than a rock covered in algae, a lifeless piece of coral resting on the ocean floor. Yet within that disguise lies a living weapon. Its venom, injected through sharp dorsal spines, is among the most toxic of any fish on Earth. A single sting can cause agony so severe that victims have described it as unbearable, sometimes leading to shock, paralysis, or death. For smaller fish, the stonefish is an executioner that hunts without moving. With lightning speed, it opens its cavernous mouth and creates a vacuum that sucks in its prey before they even realize what happened. For humans, it's a lurking danger that turns a casual swim into a brush with death. The stonefish wears the perfect crown of an invisible killer, unseen, unmatched, and unforgiving. In the animal kingdom, predators may roar, stalk, or fly, but none blend deadliness and disguise quite like this silent assassin of the sea. So, what have we learned from these invisible killers? That in nature, survival often belongs not to the strongest, but to the cleverest. From a delicate flower that devours insects, to a bird that hunts in total silence, to the stonefish, the undisputed king of camouflage and venom. Each of these creatures proves that power comes in many forms. What makes them terrifying is also what makes them fascinating. They remind us how ingenious evolution can be. Some wait in silence, some vanish into their surroundings, and some wield weapons so deadly they hardly need to move at all. Together, they show us a side of the natural world that is both beautiful and dangerous, where appearances can be fatally deceiving. And here's the lesson for us: respect the wild. Every hidden predator plays a role in maintaining balance in the ecosystems we depend on. To admire them is to recognize that we share this planet with extraordinary survivors. If you enjoyed this journey through nature's invisible assassins, make sure to subscribe to Animal Ranking Hub for more amazing wildlife stories, shocking animal facts, and jaw-dropping rankings from the wildest corners of our planet. Stay curious, stay amazed, and never forget, sometimes the scariest killer is the one you cannot see.